To take revenge on her unfaithful husband, she decided to do something no woman had ever dared to do. Under the guise of sightseeing, she deliberately led her acrophobic husband to the edge of a cliff. Then, as he admired the view, she silently extended her right hand. He never expected that a passing elderly woman would interrupt the plan she had been preparing for so long, but she would not give up so easily. A month earlier, she had discovered an enormous collection of videos on her husband's computer. Videos of him passionately entangled with other women. At that moment, the pain was suffocating. She simply could not accept it. Just a few months ago, this man had stood at the altar, promising to love her for a lifetime, and now, he was already in another woman's bed. Yet, when her husband returned home, she pretended as if nothing had happened, because by then, she had already made up her mind to kill him discreetly during their honeymoon trip. Though her first attempt had failed, there were still many opportunities during their road trip to stage a perfect accident. For example, she could smash his skull with a rock in the wilderness, efficient, but disposing of the body would be a hassle. Or she could scatter bear biscuits around their tent, luring a grizzly inside to tear him apart. But that plan relied on the bear, an unpredictable factor. Perhaps she could even accidentally spill coffee on him while he was driving, distracting him enough to cause a fatal crash, though that might put her own life at risk too. None of these options seemed ideal. The next day, she happened to see a rafting advertisement online, taking her husband rafting. That would be the perfect way to stage an accident. Without hesitation, they signed up for a rafting trip. As her husband put on his safety gear, she took out a prepared knife and discreetly cut through one of the foot straps. Then, when it was time to board the raft, she made sure her husband took the sabotage seat. Watching him place his foot into the faulty strap, she exhaled in relief. Her plan was already halfway complete. Now, she only needed to wait until they reached the most dangerous part of the river. Her husband would inevitably fall into the water. As he struggled in the current, his desperate cries for help echoed across the river. For a few seconds, she just stared. Then, as if by instinct, she reached out to pull him back onto the raft. But at that very moment, an unexpected wave surged forward, and instead of saving him, she was dragged into the water herself. The raging currents yanked her deeper and deeper. Just as she thought she was about to drown, something happened that she never anticipated.